Hey folks, this is Keith Krantz from Dominate Web Media, and in this video I'm going to show you a great new tool that Facebook has recently released, and most of you should have access to this, and it's called Audience Insights. Okay, and the way you find it is basically over here in your ad manager on the left menu here, you're going to see a thing called Audience Insights. Now, if you don't see that yet, it just has not rolled out to your account yet, but there's a good chance you do have it. So all you do is click on that, and once you click on that, it just takes you to the Audience Insights, okay? And what they do is they give you this little choice here, which you don't really need this, so you can click on this, don't show this again, because you have all three of these choices over here on the left side, which you'll see in a second here. But so what you can do is you can choose an audience to start, everyone on Facebook, or people connected to my page, or a custom audience, which we know is any type of list that you upload into Facebook, like an email list or a phone list or a Facebook user ID list, etc. So really, really cool stuff. So let's say I just select people connected to my page. If you do that, then what it does is it just highlights this box over here. So that intro screen, you don't really need that at all. So basically, once you are in here, you can do lots of things. The main two purposes of this are for target audience research, kind of analysis of your target audiences, and really affinity research. So affinity data is huge. So what this does is it shows you different likes, interests, behaviors, and demographic data that are similar to the people that are in your audience, or whichever audience you're looking up, whether it's your custom audience of your list that you upload into here, or it's your existing fan pages. So I can put existing fan pages here. That's acting a little bit weird right now. Let's do it this way. So if I put in dominatewebmedia.com, I can put that in there. I can put in any page that I have admin access to. So I could put in this one just because I have admin access to that. And it will show all the different data: demographics, page likes, location, activity, household, purchase. You can upload a custom audience. You can just go down here and choose all of these different choices. Or instead of people connected to one of your Facebook pages that you have admin access to, you can just use the interest box right here, okay? And I'll get into more of these in just a second here. But basically what it does is it shows similar data. So if I've got the Jack Canfield page up there, I've got 18 years old and up, then I can look at, well, it's 67% women, 33% men, and you get all these breakdowns here. And then you've got lifestyle, okay, 2% hard chargers, urban, 5% urban tenants, and then you've got compare numbers over here. This is what this does is it compares to the rest of Facebook, okay? So it's 5% urban tenants, which is 67% likely to be in this group. Selected audience is 67% as likely to be in this group than Facebook users. So savvy singles, you can look at some of these. And then you've got relationship status, okay? So this is comparing to the rest of Facebook, basically. So plus 11% is kind of like, it's a little bit more likely than the average Facebook user, okay? High school, college, grad school, all right? So 15% grad school, which is higher than the typical Facebook audience, okay? And then you've got job titles down here, lots of stuff, okay? That's just demographics. Then you've got page likes, okay? It shows top categories that fans of your page like, okay? All the different categories. These are audiences that you can target with your Facebook ads, okay? Page likes, okay? These are different pages that the most common pages that fans of that page like. Now, caveat, a lot of this data here, the second tab, page likes, is not going to show up if you don't have enough fans. So in a lot of cases, you need 30,000 or more to have the page like data show up, okay? So don't get discouraged if it's not showing enough. So for example, let's do this one here, 541 Threads. This is a local kind of business. They've got about 4,200 fans. But notice the page likes, it's empty. We do not have enough data for this audience to show relevant pages. So that happens a lot. So how do you get around that is use this interest. Find a competitor that has a lot more fans than you do, and then figure out, so I can go and figure out what, common interests and likes and behaviors that they have. So if I go to Tony Robbins, those aren't really his main page. Tony Robbins, let's do it this way. Okay. So there you go. Let's say I have a page similar to him, but my page doesn't show all this data, then I'll just put in somebody over here. I'll put in somebody that's larger than me, okay? So it's really, really powerful stuff. So like I said, there's one thing you can do is you can do target audience research. The other thing that you can do is literally create audiences that you can save in your Power Editor that you can come back and use when you're running your campaigns. So let's say I select people connected to that Jack Canfield page, and then I also want to look at people that let's do an interest. Business and industry. And I want to target people. I want to look at, common interests and likes for business and industry and people connected to the page. Okay. And then I can go here and I can look at all the data. It's going to be a little bit different, not a lot maybe. And then I can actually save this. Okay. I can save this as an audience. Your audiences will be available in the audience section of the Power Editor. So if you're not using the Power Editor, you won't have access to these. Another good reason to start using the Power Editor. Okay. I've noticed that a lot of the stuff, like if you go to the page likes area here, we've been using Facebook graph search a lot, looking for similar likes and interests. People who like pages liked by people who like Anthony Robbins, that type of search. And those give us a lot of the similar data that you're going to get here. We haven't seen a lot of, cutting edge additional data yet, but a lot of it is improving pretty quickly too. So please keep that in mind. This is something that's brand new and it's going to be improving over time. So whatever you see in here now and how it's working for you now, it's going to be better down the road a little bit. For example, when I first got on here, we weren't able to select custom audiences. I was able to select a custom audience, but every time I did it, it would say the audience is below 1,000, so there was no data, even if the custom audience had more than 1,000 people. So for example, I would put in this here. Let's do this one here actually. Okay. Let's go to the demo. Oh, now it's doing it. Hold on a second. We gotta undo this one here. Let's take that one out, and then let's go to this custom audience. So, that one's too small. Oh, there we go. So now I got enough in there. So 11K active people. When I first started, it was saying less than 1,000 no matter what. Even if the list was 100,000, it was still saying less than 1,000. So they've already fixed that. We're not able to use lookalike audiences right now, which is a bummer. Obviously you'd love to be able to create a lookalike audience and then see the different likes and interests for those, but that does not work. Just to let you know. So basically, let's go over here, actually, and get into this custom audience one a little bit. So if I select this one here, this one's a pretty big list. So this one matches up with 100,000 Facebook users. And I can look at the demographic data, all this stuff. I can look at common page likes, I can look at location information. Look at this. This is really powerful. I can look at activity, okay? Frequency of activities. Okay, how active they are on Facebook. Look at this. You can look at device users, desktop, mobile and desktop, mobile only. So this is really powerful stuff. I want you just to get in here and play around with it, okay? Household information, okay, household income. Look at this. Home ownership, renter, owner. Household size, okay? Number of kids or number of just total adults and children in a home. Home market value, spending methods. Really powerful stuff here, okay? And then you've got purchase data, okay? Retail spending, online purchases, purchase behavior. This is the types of things these folks buy, all right? And market for a vehicle. All this stuff is this right here is new. Like when it first started, this area right here was not in here in market for a vehicle, just so you know, a month ago. So you can hit click see all and you can see more. So I'm not going to go through every single thing in here, but I want you to just to get an idea of it. But the other thing that I want to make a point of is if you don't have a big enough list here, a lot of this stuff isn't going to show up. So for example, if I put this list, I've got 22,000, right? Okay. Yes, it shows purchase data, it shows household data, but if I go over here and I select page likes, oh, it's not showing that data, right? We do not have enough relevant information for that list. So 22,000 isn't big enough. It's a bummer. You know, maybe pretty soon that will be big enough. But what you can do is you can start to add more. So you can actually combine these, and then you might actually start to have enough. So let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. And look, they're starting to build up a little bit. Okay, there you go. Now I've got up to 76,000, and I've got only 2 top categories, but I've got page likes. Still not that many, which is kind of a bummer. So just be aware of that with the custom audiences in your Facebook pages. If you don't have enough users, you're not going to get the page like data. But remember, you can go into Facebook and do that. You know, you can do the search that's, you know, pages liked by people who like, and then you can put any page in here, Perry Marshall. You can put your page in here, and you'll be able to see which other pages people like. Go ahead and leave this page. There you go. Okay, pretty cool stuff there. Let's go back to here. So like I said, if I wanted to, I could literally save this as an audience. Just these, you know, these 5 together, I could save this as an audience, and then when I'm running my ads, I can just have that selected, and I can just make a name for it. Okay, any combination you do over here, you can create a new audience that you can run ads to down the road. And you have access to all this other stuff, all the interests in Facebook, plus all this advanced, you know, behavior data. Okay, all this behavior data, charitable donations, financial purchase, residential profiles, automotive, you know, what kind of cars people own. It's just a lot, really powerful stuff. Language, relationship status, all these, education, work, job titles, financial, income, okay? And these are improving, by the way. These weren't broken down as well like this just a few weeks ago, just so you know. So just remember that with Facebook. There's going to be hiccups, and there's also going to be things that are going to roll out and are going to improve over time. So basically, I want you to get in here and start messing around, and everything you do in here is like, for example, as you start to build up these page likes, start a spreadsheet. Okay, start a Google Docs spreadsheet and put everything in there, because you're going to lose this stuff. You don't want to, you want to have a long rolling spreadsheet with all the potential categories and interests that you can target, that, friends of your competition, fans of your competition, or fans of what you like, or you want to try to get these second and third level audiences to be able to go as wide as you can. So once you start to get a winning, build a winning campaign, the goal now is to scale it out and find more audiences that are still relevant to your business. So get in here and use it. Hope that was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Make sure, if you're not already a member of Facebook Ads University, make sure you get in, become a member. We've got a great community in there. We can get all your questions answered by me and other people that are having success running Facebook ads. Plus, you're going to have access to all my, my 10 checklists and guides, and all the my training videos and recorded webinars and monthly webinars and all that stuff. So get in there and become a member if you're not already. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.